Before we get this video started, I have to show you guys something. So, countdown from 3. Just kidding, I'm just gonna show it now. I got a new studio, guys. This costed me $10 bajillion. No, but we do have some major news today, and yes, a new setup thing, kind of. I'm gonna use it sometimes, I don't know. I just made it because I was bored. But yes, we have some big news, such as I got scammed for $1 million Robux. Roblox on the mobile devices is gonna start being discontinued on some things. Roblox finally did something good. A hated YouTuber is coming back, apparently. I don't know. Just a lot more Roblox news.
Howdy there, folks. Listen up. It's Farmer Joe here, okay? And I've heard that you aren't subscribed to Chaseroony. Okay. So go ahead and do yourself a favor right now and help Chaseroony hit 1 million subscribers by hitting that button down below, okay? If you don't hit that button down below, well, I'm gonna go ahead and feed you to my biggest big name bird.
Let's just get started with the first one, which is mobile. Okay, I know you clicked it, and I know you're a bit scared by the title. I'm sorry about that. I just don't know how to title it, but I'm not lying, okay? Yes, Roblox on the mobile devices is being discontinued as of February 2nd, 2023, but it's only on certain devices, okay? And let me just give you a big heads up that these devices are very old. Like, a lot of them got released in, like, 2013. So, like, they're approaching 10 years old at this point. So, a lot of these devices you probably aren't using, okay? And I will also be reading off a full list of these, devices, just so you can make sure that you specifically don't have a specific device on this list, which you probably don't. But for the small amount of people that still do have a device on this list, I'm just going to give you a heads up, because if you haven't seen already, it's not going to work within a month's time. So, let me just find a list really quickly so I can actually talk about it. But basically what's going on is on, electronics, there's 64-bit and 32-bit. I don't know the exact difference between the two, but basically it's like you have to make stuff compatible for either or for both. So if you make apps or games, you have to make it available for 32-bit and 64-bit. But nowadays the world kind of runs on 64-bit. 32-bit is a really old system that people don't really use very much. It still works, you can still use it nowadays, but it's just people don't really tend to use 32-bit stuff in today's day and age. These Apple devices that are being discontinued on Roblox Mobile and stuff like that, they are stuck on 32-bit, because usually with computers you can upgrade them to 32-bit usually, but on these Apple devices they're stuck at 32-bit forever. So apps and stuff don't really work. But anyways, let me get a list. All right, so I'm gonna read off every single 32-bit Apple device, and yeah, if you have one, it's not gonna work anymore on Roblox for a little while, but it's whatever. Oh, the iPhone 1, guys, if you're watching this on an iPhone 1, you cannot play Roblox anymore. I won't read off these ones because they're obviously not the iPad 2 is no longer allowed, which I think gotta be a small amount of people with an iPad 2. I'm pretty sure they still even sell them. Maybe I'm wrong. The iPad 3 3rd gen also is not going to work anymore. The iPhone 5 is not going to work anymore. The iPod Touch 5 is not going to work anymore, which I even have one of those. I don't use it very often, but I do have one in my closet. The iPad 4th generation, the iPad Mini 1. The iPad Mini 1. There's multiple iPad Mini, but the first iPad Mini also is not going to work. Oh, and also the iPhone 5C is also not going to work, which is like that weird phone with the plastic colorful back on it. I really wanted one of those when I was in 5th grade. Yeah, so all of these have been released within 2013 to 2007. So 2007 to 2013 is when these were released, so you can already tell very old, and it was just a matter of time before these stopped working. But either way, there's still a small amount of people that still have these devices for, whether they just use it for music, or whether they just use it for apps and games, or whether they just use it for something else, it might not be their main device, but they definitely still have a device like that they still might use for certain things, and it's not going to work anymore any longer. It just sucks. And that's what's going on with that. And I've seen a lot of people saying oh my god, is Roblox really getting too lazy to where they're not going to develop their game for 32-bit devices? That's so annoying and dumb. Why would Roblox do this? Are they lazy? But I just want to remind you guys, no, this is not true. I'm pretty sure it's an Apple thing. Apple is not letting people make 32-bit applications anymore. They kind of stopped supporting it, and I think now in 2022 they're finally just cutting off all support for 32-bit phones and applications completely. So yeah, on the 2nd of February, Roblox on mobile is being discontinued on certain devices that were released 10 years ago. I know, it seemed a lot scarier in the title, but it's really not. You're fine. You're most likely fine. And if you're wondering about people that are on Android, I'm pretty sure Android isn't going to have this problem. It's more of a software thing, so if your phone is just updated to the most recent, software, you're fine. It doesn't matter about, your hardware. It's really confusing, but that's what's going on. Yeah, I've just been seeing it a lot around, Reddit and Twitter, and I just wanted to talk about it because I feel like it was a good thing to clickbait. And also, it is kind of important because, it's it kind of sucks. You know, these are some nostalgic devices. You know, I had like 3 of these on this list when I was a kid, and now they just don't work at all, and it kind of makes me sad. But you know, hey, that's the law of the land. That's how it works when stuff gets old. You know, when I get old, eventually I'm not gonna continue this joke. I'm just gonna move on to the next story. So yeah, Roblox Mobile is not discontinued on modern devices, just old ones. Let's move on to Hazem giving people a lot of Robux and scamming me of 1 million Robux. He didn't actually scam me of 1 million Robux. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But basically, a couple days ago, Hazem made a private server on Please Donate, where he was just donating everyone who joined 1 million Robux. And the server eventually got full, and it was full of YouTubers. It was only YouTubers allowed. So that means 28 million Robux was given out by Hazem, the owner of Please Donate. And guys, I didn't make it. I was able to join. I had the link to the VIP server, guys. I was just too late, and that sucks. Apparently, he did it twice. I don't know if that's true if he did it twice, but if he did it twice, that's gonna be almost 60,000 Robux given away. Yeah, I just wanted to say that because I thought it was kind of cool, and I've seen a lot of people making videos about it, so I might as well talk about it as like a news thing and talk about my personal experience and how I didn't get 1 million Robux. But also, I like don't even want 1 million Robux. That sounds like some cope stuff. Like, I didn't even want 1 million Robux anyways. It's like, what would I spend 1 million Robux? I literally have like too much Robux already. I don't spend it on anything. So yeah, I don't know. That's just my thoughts, guys. Now let's move on to the next story, which is a YouTuber coming back. A lot of people are saying it's a hated YouTuber coming back. I don't understand it. No, the YouTuber in question, okay, is My Username's This. If you guys don't know who My Username's This, somehow he's a very popular YouTuber with 1.5 million subscribers who used to do jailbreak content and was very popular in the jailbreak scene. It was like him and Creekcraft. They were 2 peas in a pod. But eventually he quit. He also had some drama, which, you know, was pretty old at this point. I think it happened around a year ago at this point. Like, it was very old, and I think it was situated, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But yeah, there was just some stuff going on, and, you know, I think it's all calmed down. I think people have kind of, like, you know, either forgotten or just they don't care anymore. And it seems like he's coming back, which is kind of cool. He asked people on Twitter if he should come back, and, you know, the responses were very positive. So that's pretty cool. You know, he was a missing YouTuber, but now he's unmissing. He's officially coming back, apparently, according to his own Twitter account. I don't want to put too much pressure on him to come back, but he said it himself. He might be coming back. But yeah, I've just seen a lot of like people saying but yeah, it's pretty cool to see some YouTubers you know, that were missing coming back. And now let's move on to another thing, which is Roblox actually did something good for once. I know it's kind of insane to see this happen, but over the past couple days there's been a new like thingy-majig popping up about Studio, where there's like a new selection type thingy-majig. If you've ever used Roblox Studio, you know that when you click on an item that you spawn in, it'll have like a big box around it. Like, that's how you select items. Well, now in the new beta version of Studio, you select items, it'll actually like completely outline the full item. And you know, people thought that was a cool update at first, but now they kind of don't like it. And I've seen a lot of developers actually like not like this update at all. And you know, Roblox didn't really care for the first like couple days. They fixed it, guys. They actually listened to the community and they made it a toggleable feature, so you can actually just turn this on and off now, which is really cool. That just means Roblox is listening, guys. And you know, I thought it wasn't possible, because with this next story, it kind of proves that Roblox isn't listening. See, RB Battles is a major like event that happens on Roblox every year, like couple years or so. I think it's only happened twice or 3 times at this point, and it's not happening ever again. See, I think it was the Terabyte Games people. They actually said that they don't ever see themselves making another RB Battles because of the lack of Roblox support. See, the first RB Battles was actually supported fully by Roblox. I think it was funded. I think they even got it on the events page, and it was all done by Roblox. Like, they actually cared. But you know what happened recently? You know what happened recently with the newest RB Battles? None of that happened. They didn't get any Roblox support. I think it was all literally funded by themselves, out of pocket. But you know, maybe Roblox will change their mind in the future, and maybe something else. I don't know. Maybe we can see another RB Battles. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. Anyways, I gotta go.